Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to part 2 of this 1968 Mustang Big Block GT S-Code. Now this car is one of one on Marty Report. It's a manual car, GT, and it has factory air option. Not many Mustangs even had that option. And because of its color code and interior color options, all that stuff, it makes this one of one ever made. Now in this case, I don't want to call it, but I don't want to call it the E word because it's kind of a rare special car, and I wouldn't want to restore it to anything else but the original. So let's see what we're going to do today in this video, and we're going to start right now. Now, just about 5 minutes ago, I talked to a guy who has a 390 big block engine, which is what this car came with. It's from a 1968 Ford pickup truck, which would make this car a matching number car. Now, the second part I would need to find is I would need to find the 4-speed top loader, obviously, because it's a manual transmission car, and it has to be a top loader 4-speed to make this a full matching engine transmission car. And if you rebuild this to fully original 100%, this will be like a gold mine, and this will probably, be in the price of 80, 90, if not more, on one of the auctions, Marty Report or Barrett Jackson. Now, I don't know if I'm going to restore it yet. I'm still undecided, but basically what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to go ahead and replace this radiator support because it's all jacked up, and we're going to replace it with a new one. And we're going to replace the fender apron with the new section right here. Let's go ahead and remove this front radiator support, and I'm going to temporarily install this support, and maybe permanently install this one, temporarily install this one, because on Monday, my time, when I'm making this video, on my time on Monday, I'm going to pick up Big Block 390, and I'm just going to put it in here, just so it's stored inside the Mustang, and then I'm going to go ahead and weld up the radiator support. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started on this. Start removing the old metal and lining up the new pieces. Alright guys, and here's what we got so far. Removed the old radiator support, and now I'm kind of test fitting the panels, and I got my little laser. Let me see if I can show you guys the laser. Alright, we got that. Then there's a laser, if you guys can see that. Basically what I did is lined up to one of the studs right here. You guys can see that stud, right? This stud right there. And same thing on the driver's side. There's a stud right there. I actually had to readjust this part because the little studs that were over here, factory, they're not factory exact on both ends. So basically what I had to do is I put on tape right here, and then from this end I measured from here to the straight part of the windshield, and we got 18 inches to there. I did the same thing on this side, from the flat part to the tape right here, 18 inches. As you can see, this stud on this side is about an inch higher than it is on that side. And then I got it centered right here with the body line that's going right here, and then I centered it with the back line right here. So everything is pretty much, the car is squared and centered. Now I'm going to go ahead and measure my measurements right here. We're going to do the X pattern and line up to a hole right here, so that's good. And then same thing on this side. There's a hole right there, and this guy right here needs to go a little forward, so we'll adjust that just a tiny bit. And we're going to measure our straight. We're at 40, and just a little over 40, so that's pretty good. All right, now that we got those measurements, we're gonna measure these panels vertically and see if there's any kind of
Father, come in the house this instant. I said come in right now, Father.
Okay, Dada, I will be in the house right now.
Mama said food is ready, and you have to eat food right now.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Going in the house, sir. Well, that food was good. I don't know what that was all about, but that was some British children and Russian children and American children all combined. Haha. All right, so let's go ahead and measure this panel. Now that we have those perfectly leveled where it should be. We didn't go off the factory things because they were off, so we made our own. So that's leveled. Now let's measure this guy and this guy and see how she sits. Now we're gonna do it from this section right here, and we got 7 1 7 1/8, and this one is 8 1/4. So we had 7 1/8, and then we got 8 1/4. So it's just a tiny bit, an inch lower on this end. Okay, and let's do it from the bottom brace here. We got from here to here, we got 22 3/4, and we got 23 5/8, so pretty much inch. So okay, we got 1 inch on this side that's lower. That's okay, not a big deal. And it has a little bit of a damage here, so it seems like something was hit right here, and when I was removing the radiator support, it was smashed on here. So it seems like there was some kind of accident here, and it kind of went this way and down a little bit. Not a big deal. So basically what I got to do is I got to install this panel how it should be on this reinforcement here, because we don't want to install this straight and this will be crooked. And then when I'm going to take it to, let's say, the frame shop, then we can push this side up just a little bit, and then that's going to sit, that's going to put the whole radiator centered. Now let's look from here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it looks like just a tiny bit. Yeah, I would say about maybe 1 3/4 inches or so. So basically what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to go ahead and get this panel welded on, and then maybe throw a couple of spot welds on this guy, or maybe just throw a couple screws. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'll probably do a couple screws because when I'll get the engine, I'll be able to remove this panel, put the engine in, and then throw this panel back in and then start welding that. And then I'm gonna mount some fenders, see how they sit, and that should conclude this little repair. Alrighty, let's go. Alright guys, and here we go, and she's pretty much back together. And the reason I'm doing this is to see what she's missing, and obviously there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I need to, if I want to get it sandblasted and redo the whole thing correctly, I gotta take it all apart and sandblast it separately anyways. But I needed to know what she's missing and what she needs. So as far as the panels on the back go, they're all pretty much there. There's maybe like a few trim pieces missing, but they will all need to be sanded and repainted. Seats would need to be obviously redone, and I don't even think I would even use these. I would see if I can find some other ones that are in better condition. For kind of doing a rough install, everything seems to be lighting up pretty good. This hood, I'm not sure if it's original from this car or not, but it needs some work. But it does line up pretty good. This fender lines up pretty good. The gaps are decent for just throwing it on there, and they open and close fairly good. As that'd be it for this video. In the next episode, I'm going to try finding a 390 big block engine for this car and see if we can just kind of put it in there, because I won't be working on this car for a while until I finish the one in the garage. So for now, I'm just trying to see if I can find all the pieces, all the parts for this car, and just kind of put it all on the car so it's pretty much assembled. That way when I decide to actually start working on the car, I'll know how things go, how they come out, and where things went and all that stuff. Alright guys, so thanks for watching. If you're new, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.